Finding the right therapist is a lot like dating, except most of us settle for the first one and hope for the best. Months later, we realize it's not the right fit, but the time and emotional investment keeps us stuck. Been there. Here's the truth. You don't have to settle. You can interview, vibe check, find someone who has the skills that meets your needs. I'm Gabriella, therapist in training, sharing my grad school journey to engage, empower, and educate. I'll show you how to approach the therapist search like a pro, ask the right questions in session 1, manage your expectations, and feel empowered to choose what feels most aligned for you. Dear future therapist, finding a therapist is an exploration phase much like dating. The difference is, in this case, the dynamic is imbalanced. The focus is on you and your life experiences as a client, but the relationship is still built on mutual trust and respect. You're feeling out their style, energy, and demeanor, and they're learning about you. And here's the important part. It's totally okay if it's not the right fit. You can date around. I'm going to show you how to approach finding a therapist like dating so you can finally find the one. Approach the search like a pro. Start with the basics: credentials, license, and specialties. Make sure they're licensed in your state. That matters legally and ethically. All 50 US states have licensing boards, and most, if not all, provide online tools to check the license status of a therapist. Some therapists have professional websites, LinkedIn accounts, or other online profiles where you can check their areas of expertise: trauma, anxiety, relationship issues, couples counseling, whatever your needs are. Many will provide specific information about certifications or modalities they use: cognitive behavioral therapy, EMDR, psychodynamic. Ask yourself, what kind of therapist do I feel most comfortable with? Some people prefer a therapist who shares their same culture, religion, gender identity, or sexual orientation. It's not about being picky, it's about finding someone who can meet you where you are. If you find it easier to build trust with someone who shares your same cultural background, go for it. And yes, some people are going to be a green flag for you and a red flag for someone else. For me personally, a therapist who challenges me early on, that's a green flag. For others, that might feel too intense, and both are okay. Personal preference matters. Know what you want to ask in the first session, aka the first date. Your first session isn't about diagnosis or a full-on treatment plan. It's an opportunity for you to share your story, ask questions, and get a sense of their style. Some helpful questions might be, what's your approach to therapy? Have you worked with clients dealing with X before? How do you structure a session? In a first session, you're asking these questions to feel out if their style aligns with your needs. Pay attention to how they respond to you. Are they listening, asking clarifying questions, giving space for your thoughts? Those are small but important green flags. Just like with dating, chemistry isn't immediate, and some things take time to unfold. Unless there's a major red flag, consider giving it a few sessions to see how the relationship evolves. Trust and progress don't necessarily happen in one session. Other expectations you might want to clarify are frequency of sessions, whether there will be homework assignments, or asking whether the therapist has a more directive or non-directive approach. All of these are valid. If after a few sessions you feel like it's not a match, that's cool. It's actually a good sign. It means you're advocating for your own mental health. Be empowered. This is the best part. You get to choose a therapist that truly suits your needs and comfort level. You can date around, interview a few different therapists, and prioritize what's most important to you. For example, I once had a therapist who listened very attentively, but basically just nodded her head and said, the first few sessions. Her style was super non-directive, and I'm a talker. Shocking, I know. I thrive on dialogue, back and forth, a little push and challenge. So yeah, we weren't the best fit. Eventually, I found my current therapist, who's much more straightforward. She doesn't waste any time with telling me what I need to hear. Finding a good fit is an investment in your mental health, and you deserve someone who clicks with you. All right, quick recap. Approach the search like a pro. Check credentials, specialties, and vibe. Ask the right questions during your first session. Figure out how they work. Manage expectations. Relationships take time, and chemistry matters. Feel empowered to choose. Working with a therapist isn't about finding your perfect match on the first try. Sometimes the process takes time. Sometimes you're still figuring out what you like and what you don't. Your therapist should feel like a safe space where you can share, explore, and grow. And yes, the sunk cost fallacy is real, but don't let it trap you in a relationship that doesn't serve you. Because when you find the right therapist, it's worth every step of the journey. If this episode was helpful, please hit subscribe because I'm sharing more therapist in training tools every week. Also, if you're currently looking for a therapist, definitely check out my episode on therapist red flags before you start your search. And let me know in the comments, what's been your biggest obstacle in finding the right therapist? Dear future therapist, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in our next session.